Welcome back to my favourite time of the week. It's Scraplift Crafternoon. That's right, Sunday afternoon. Today we're taking a gorgeous layout from another incredibly talented crafter. You got it, Alice Skifton. She is amazing and lifting it to fit it into our own personal style. You know I love layering it up and adding all those extra details, so I can't wait to put my own spin on this design. Grab your supplies and let's get scrapping. Hi everyone, it's Kathy here, and as I said, it is Sunday and I love Scraplift Crafternoon. You got a glimpse there of how it's going to turn out, so let's put it all together and have some fun. Now I love a design that has circles on it, and I really should have probably stitched it just like Ali's has on hers, but I didn't. I'm going up with some scupping here with my distressing tool. I'm using my Tim Holtz one today only because I can't find where I've put my good MK one, but I'll find it. It's some assemblage required. That's right. It's around somewhere, but this one will do for this. And I am just scuffing up around the outside. So I use my Cricut to cut my circle. The papers I'm using today are from Scrapbook Coach. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I look at their papers and I think, what am I going to do with them? But these ones were beautiful today. These were some arranged that she put out, and look at them. They're just going to be so perfect for these photos from my cruise. I am just taping up around the edges so I can put it down. I did cut out the center there, you can see, on that beautiful wood grain, and that's because I've matted my photo on it, bringing it into the design as well. And that's really important when you can coordinate nicely so that you do it. Now I do put that circle in the right spot with the text. Actually, I was going to put the text to the bottom, but I ended up putting it up to the top, and that's okay because I can still cover it up with all of the beautiful circle embellishments that you saw on Ali's layout. All right, so I have my circle in place now, and as I said, I probably should have stitched it actually, but I'm stretched for time, heading back to work tomorrow. I'm a little bit feeling under the pump, and I really just wanted to be me, and I just faux stitch. You know that's what I do. It's a great way of finishing off. My pen is not as dark as I'd like it to be. I think I must have had it sitting up the wrong way last night, so it's just coming out a little bit fainter than I would normally like it to be. I'm just going to go and check it again. I ended up with and got a different pen because that one was still not working to the best. Going over it a little bit just to make it a little bit darker. I want the faux stitching to be there, and I'm just closing in the rest of the circle. That's always tricky when you use two different pens to try and get the exact match up. So there's my circle. As I said, I put the text down in the wrong spot when I glued it down, but that's all right. I'm just going to turn it around and put it to the bottom, and because I will still cover it up with the circles. Now these photos were of my day to the cannibal village. Yeah, that's right. I went up into the jungle, went up into the jungle of Port Vila and went to a cannibal village, and they say that it's been all cleared out, but the chief was quite adamant in telling us that it is the chief's law still on lots of country in Port Vila. So, I wouldn't want to be there after dark, but it was a very interesting excursion, and I did learn a lot about how well they mitigate and manage the land, and how the chief is the ruling person, and how the succession of the village does not necessarily go to the eldest son, but it goes to the person who the chief feels best emulates the part. I'm working on my wordy bits here. I've changed where I'm putting them, as you can see from Ali's page. She had hers at the top, and I've got mine down the bottom. I have switched my photo sizes around as well, so that's part of the reason why I have done that, but it's okay, and that's where you get to be your own individual on your layouts. Now my paper had all these sun hats on it, and I thought that was perfect because it was extremely hot that day. Very, very hot. Should have had a hat on, but I don't wear hats very often, and I just felt that it was, like it just reminded me of all the other tourists that I was with, these hats, because there was a whole range of them, and I just thought that it was appropriate to fit in there. Now this person the native that I was with, he is actually the chief's son-in-law. So one of the chief's daughters is married to this person, and he is actually the second in charge at the moment of the village, and he was conducting the tour, and he was very informative, which was quite quite, as I said, quite an interesting excursion. I learnt lots that day. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I know other people who went along didn't enjoy it as much, but I did. I thought it was great. I love learning about the culture of places where I visit, and this was a great experience. And you know, yes, cannibalism is not what we do in the modern world and what it is, but it is what it is, and um, they're not apologetic for it. It was just what was. But they are very gentle people now. Like, their fish mitigation is amazing. And the ruling of the chief, if the chief says you're not hunting that day, then you don't hunt. And if the chief says you're not fishing that week, you don't fish. And punishment comes from the chief, and it's very lawless over there. It's they don't carry guns, even like the police don't carry guns. It's quite unique. They just have a very different society than what we're used to in the Western world. But I really did enjoy it. I learnt lots, got to see some traditional dancing and some traditional arts and crafts. So it was worth visiting. So if you ever go to Port Vila, it's worth having a trip up into the jungle and going to the cannibal village and learning a little bit about the history there. So I have built up my structure around the layout to match very close to Ali's. I've got them placed pretty much where she had hers. Now, all of hers were circles, of course, but I've added in some of the palm fronds because I thought that just tied in nicely with the pictures and brought the greenery in. As well as the hats there. I have got a couple of circles that are made from the paper as well, and that's just adding that little bit of extra interest to it. I have popped up some on foam dots, as you can see, and that's giving me the dimension that I need on my layouts, and I just like how that goes. Now I have this beautiful Viggy Booten butterfly here, and I'm just going to add that up in the top corner. Ali had two big diagonal pieces on hers. I'm just going to have the hat down the bottom popped up is sort of the second one, and I do like how that's come together. I did find these flary buttons, which was pretty cool, and they're in the colours of the layout. They're in the greens and the bones, and they're just subtle and not popping out too much, but just having those in the 3 points set up the visual triangle there nice and neatly without having to form one myself. Then I've got some enamel dots and hearts here that I have found in my stash where the colours that match nicely. So I'm just going to place these strategically around, just have them here and there, doing different mix of colours and a different mix of style. So I've got some that are just the dots, and I've got some that are little hearts, and they're just going to fill in the little spaces that Ali had stars with hers, and I'm just going to have the circles and hearts. Now the little quotes on it said, "A daring adventure." Yes, because it was. I went by myself. My daughter was out horse riding that day, and I went on this adventure by myself. I wasn't by myself. There was other people in the group, but I was not with anybody that I knew. So that was pretty exciting. Bit of a different experience for myself. And then it says, live the life of your dreams. And my dream is that I am going to be a traveller, just travel the world. I've always wanted to go and learn the history and culture of different places. So that's what I'm doing here. And don't forget to enjoy the little things. I enjoyed that day immensely. The fact that I could just listen to what was being said, I could take in the culture, I could take in the stories of the tribe. It was really such an experience. It was a life-opening, eye-opening experience. Like, they live so different to us, yet are richer for us, I think. You know, they really are. Like I have only had mobile phones in Port Vila in the last 10 years. Like it's crazy. Their mobile tower, 5 years, I think. Like it's just unheard of in the modern world, you know, so it's quite interesting to see it in place. Now Port Vila is very, very poor. It really is poor. So if you do ever venture there, make sure you spend locally, because they are very, very dirt poor, and very different. Poor monetarily, not poor culturally. Okay, so there you go. Here's my layout. I love, love, love how this ended up. I can tell you I was not too thrilled with it when I first started thinking about how I was going to do this, but I just love how it turned out. There's Ali's up there in the top corner. There's mine down there in full hole. You can just see how I've made it my own. I love it. What do you think? The color's good. The colors and layering perfect. Did I hit or did I miss? What part of it do you like? Now, don't forget, down below there is a full playlist linked with all the players. If there's 10 of us playing, there'll be 10 on the list. Go and check them out. Leave them some love. Give me a thumbs up, everybody. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you over in the next video real soon. That's a wrap for today.